What's good, everybody? It's Ron. Come back at you with another video. So with this video, I'm going to explain a simple yet straightforward concept and idea that you've heard of before. And it's this idea that you can be anything you want in life. This statement is in fact true. This statement, the interesting part about it is that we've been told that. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you've been told that statement before. I'm sure everyone has been told that statement before at some point in their life. And we were probably told many times throughout the years. The interesting part about it is that even though I've been told that from time to time since being a child, it didn't always truly resonate with me for the simple fact that I always had my concerns about the messenger. Of course, the statement can be true, but you as a child, you're always asking questions. You're always asking why. You're always curious, and you want it to also make sense as far as the person delivering the message, right? It was always a bit strange to be told that I could be anything I want in life if the message came from someone that wasn't truly living it, right? That wasn't in the position where they were doing what they actually wanted, or that they were doing what they loved, or that they were actually building towards that life. Now, I understand that it's a good thing to instill the good ideas and the good beliefs in our children, because they are our future and they're going to be the next generation to come. But I also wanted some sort of proof, if you will, as a child, because I wanted to see it, right? Like it's almost like you growing up, you're surrounded by most people who are normal people who are living normal lives, and you sort of want that example of someone that is like living life beyond their wildest dreams and imagination, or that they're just smiling ear to ear because they've created the life that they've always wanted, that they're living it, right? And I'm here to tell you right now, as you're watching the video, that you can actually be anything you want in life, that you can actually go out and make it happen, that you can step into that. And I'll dive into it as I read this little excerpt that I have written on my phone. It says, you can be anything you want in life because you are the painter. So imagine the world being a blank canvas and you hold the paintbrush and you have access to all the colors at your disposal, and you're free to design the canvas how you like. That is effectively your life because you are the painter. If you step into your dreams, the whole world will bend backwards to assist you on your journey. The world is yours for the taking. See, this is powerful because this is also true, right? When you step into the person that you want to become, or the vision that you have for your life, or that dream occupation, then the whole world will begin to conspire. Whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you're going after, right? The whole world will then conspire in order to help you get there, right? You're going to be assisted by the universe, right? You need to, and another way that it was explained to me is what you want wants you, right? What you want wants you. So if there's anything that you want to be in this world, anything that you want to be in this lifetime, you can do that. And you need to step into it, because the faster you step into it, the faster things can unfold to make that into reality. When you decide to step into that role, that position, whatever it is that you want to be, that is you accepting that as reality, as fact, right? That's you believing in it. And if you follow this channel, you will understand that it's not the facts that create the belief, it's the belief that creates the fact, right? It's you believing in something, and that belief is what's going to deliver you the evidence of that being true, right? Because there's a saying, whether someone can or whether someone can't, either way, they're both right. And that's the reality. If you believe you can do something, then you are going to keep at it. And then with your persistence, right, is going to deliver you evidence of that being true. Is going to deliver you, eventually fruits of your labor. It's also going to deliver you experience. It's going to deliver you, right? Like, because you are persistent, you are going to eventually see results because you didn't give up. If you're someone that believes that you can't succeed or you cannot win, then you will receive evidence of that, because you're going to give up. You're not even going to try, or you're not even going to put your best foot forward. And then even if you get slight results or mediocre results, right? You're going to look at it and say, see, it wasn't meant for me. It's almost like the kid that is not interested in school, and then the one time they say, you know what, I'm going to try, and they study a little, and they should go and they show up to class a little bit, and then they receive, you know, a slightly better than failing grade. They'll say, oh, well, see, like I tried and school wasn't for me. But they never gave their best effort because they never believed it should be true. They never believed that they were a good student, right? They never believed that they were capable. So they never truly tried. They only gave it an attempt, right? But they never really put their best foot forward. I'm here to tell you that you can be anything you want in life, and use me as evidence. Even though I have created a vision as far as where I see myself, right? I tap into that vision each and every time I record these videos, because in my mind, in my vision, I already arrived at the destination. So there's no time gap, right? I'm not showing up as a content creator that has however many subscribers I have right now, right? I'm showing up as a content creator that has already reached the end goal, that has already reached that milestone. Because if I show up as that person, then that is the person that is necessary for me to be in order to get the results of being at the end destination, right? If I just see myself as a very small content creator and decided to do one video a month, right, I probably won't arrive at my destination anytime soon, right? And that wouldn't be, obviously it depends on the content, it depends on what you do, right? But typically those content creators who are much larger, who are truly shaking up the platform and making a difference in the lives of other people, these are the content creators who are active. These are the people who are not afraid to put out content. These are the people that are not afraid to be judged by other people. You know, they're not worried about other people's opinion. These are the people that decide to work and produce, right? And you're seeing it firsthand, right? That I'm showing up each and every day, every weekday, right? That I'm delivering one video, that I'm providing some sort of value, some sort of guidance for people out there, because that is the goal that I have for myself and the goal for this channel, right? You can do that with every other thing. Say, for example, you are passionate about music and you've made some music, right? Many people will continue to say, I want to be a musician, I want to be a musician, right? And I understand why some people will say that they want to be, if they feel as though that they're not able to do that occupation full time for like income and, you know, other reasons. But I want you to begin saying, rather than I want to be a musician, I want you to say I am a musician, because it is true. You are making music right now. Of course, you might not be as big as you'd like to be or as well known as you'd like to be, but it still is true that you are a musician because you make music, right? I saw a video of a content creator, and I can't really remember his name, but he goes viral on the YouTube shorts, where he travels around and helps people fulfill their dreams, right? He asks them what their dream is, and then he's able to provide the funding or the assistance needed for them to get there. And he had a phone call with the young man, and the young man told him that he wanted to be a DJ. And the first thing the content creator said, he stopped him. He said, the first change you're going to make is you're not going to say that you want to be a DJ. You are going to claim it and say that you are a DJ. And he made the young man over the phone reintroduce himself as being a DJ, right? Because that is his love, that is his passion. So step into that, because you actively DJ, right? And if you want that to be your truth, if you want that to be your reality, believe it and embrace it and accept it, right? Say, I am. Right? Like, I understand the idea of wanting to aspire to be something, but you're not here to get permission from other people as far as your dreams and what it is that you want to do and accomplish, right? Like, I understand some people might have the luxury of having phenomenal family members or friends that are super supportive, but I understand not everyone has that luxury. And so in many cases, you might have to protect your dream. And if that time comes, right, it will be time for you to claim it. Claim that you are that person. If you do content, claim that you are a content creator, right? Step into that. You have the ability to be anything you want. You have the ability to do whatever you want, right? I think the goal of each and every person here on this planet, well, of course, the biggest priority is for you to experience outrageous joy. You want to be happy moment to moment, because that is the only true way to consider someone as being successful, right? You can't really, money can't be a measuring stick. I know for most people it's a measuring stick, right? But money can't be a measuring stick, because there's plenty of people that have money that are unhappy, right? What good is all that money to someone if they don't have any relationship with their family members, if their kids want nothing to do with them, right? Like, what good is all that money? All that money isn't gonna fix, right? Like, it's not everything, right? So the only true measuring stick is someone's happiness. But aside from that, right, I think everyone else's goal would be to get paid to be yourself, right? And if there's something that you truly enjoy doing, something that you're passionate about, that you would do for free, that it just brings you so much joy, that is your calling. That is what you should be doing, because there's always going to be ways to turn whatever your passion is into a career, right? There's always going to be ways to monetize it so that you can be able to create a full-time income. So if there's something you enjoy, trust that, believe that, do it as much as you can, and share your journey, share your progress, right? You don't have to be, you can really love something, but you may not be very good at it, because let's just say you're new and you just uncover that, right? There's no reason to be ashamed or worried, because there's plenty of people who they create content based on their journey of improving in whatever it is that they enjoy, right? Say you've just uncovered your love for playing pianos. You can record your journey of your growth as a piano player, right? And there's going to be people out there who are interested in that, right? People who enjoy pianos, right? People who enjoy the music, people who can appreciate someone's growth and journey, right? There's going to be people who are interested in that. If you enjoy cooking, you don't need an entire big kitchen to be a cook. You don't have to go to culinary school to be a cook. You can be a home cook. You can just be perfectly fine with just sharing recipes that you make at home with other people, even if you have such a small kitchen, right? It doesn't matter. Like, we have never lived in a better age than we live right now, because you can look at all the things that people are doing, and it is more and more common for people to have less traditional career paths, because this is the digital age, it's the internet age, right? Everything is globalized, everything's connected, right? There's people who they're doing their dream occupation, that's to travel. These are the people that travel and showcase, create content showing all the places that they traveled and all the things that they've done. And right, like, I don't think that was really an opportunity of a career path back then, right? These career paths exist now, right? If you're someone that has a passion for writing books, claim right now that you are an author. Don't say you want to be an author. Say you are an author. To me, I think someone becomes an author the second they write the first letter of that book, because you have to believe you're an author in order to write it. And I don't think that a book has to be like finished and published for you to finally say you're an author. Like, I'm sure other people will finally see you as an author because you wrote a book, but you need to believe that you're an author the moment you begin writing that book, because that is what's going to propel you forward to finishing the book, right? Believing that you're an author, right? The same thing with sports. You have to first believe that you're a champion, believe that you're a winner, in order for you to finally get over the hump and win. It's only when you win the championship trophy, that's when other people can call you champion. But you felt that way about yourself even before you held the trophy. You felt that way about yourself during the ups and downs and during your journey, right? You called yourself champion beforehand, before getting there, right? So I'm here to tell you and remind you that you can be anything you want in life. You can make any sort of change about anything in your life. You have that power because you are the creator and you are a painter. All I will ask and remind you is that whatever it is that you decide to pursue, make sure you are always creating. Make sure you are actively creating. Make sure that your ideas are going towards that thing, or going towards things that are productive, because it's no worse feeling than being in a position or being somewhere where you're just being told what to do all the time and you just have to get tasks done. At a certain point, you are going to feel that your talent is being wasted. Now, some people might be fine with that, but the people who have big dreams and big goals, the people who are aspiring to do great things and really make a difference in this world and move the needle, these are the people that help change the world and help move the world based on their ideas, based on their right, because they understand that they have an imagination and a creativity that's infinite. So you can bring forth things to the surface that didn't previously exist, right? If no one ever stepped into whatever it is that they were doing, just imagine how dull the world would be, right? If no content creator ever believed that they were a content creator, then we wouldn't even have content on the internet, right? If all of the people who invented all the amazing cuisines that exist from all different parts of the world, if these phenomenal cooks never believed that they were cooks or never felt that they were cooks, then they would never share their recipes, and then it would be a dull world because everyone would just be eating carrots, right? Like, it's because people had the confidence to step into whatever it is that they were passionate about and make that a reality, and the whole world decided to conspire and basically help them get there, right? This is how the world works. I've read another popular book. You've probably heard of the book before. It's called The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Don't quote me on that, but the book title is called The Alchemist, and he basically explains it like that's the premise of the book, that everything in the universe is connected and everything is working itself out in order to get you where it is that you want to go, right? The universe knows what it is that you want, and it's helping you each and every day, step by step, to get to where it is that you're going. Remember, what you want wants you. And he explains that it was he wanted to be an author, he wanted to write a book, but he didn't fully have, and this is the author, right, that he didn't fully have the confidence to make it happen. But then all of these events happened in his life, and it basically gave him the inspiration and the confidence and the willpower to then write that book, and that book ended up being one of the most popular international best-selling books of all time. This is what I mean, right? So with anything that you're passionate about, with anything that you want to do, step into it, claim it, say that you are that person, say that you are doing that thing, not that you don't want to continue saying that you want to be this person, that you want to be a DJ, that you want to be a teacher. Say that you are a teacher, right? Assuming you're, well, of course you can be a teacher. You don't have to like be employed as a teacher to be a teacher. You can be a teacher by teaching anything to anyone, right? So it's with anything, right? Step into it. You can be anything you want in this life. I'm telling you this from experience. I'm telling you this from someone that began at 0 subscribers, and I've already built this channel up and have made tremendous progress from my beginning, right? I'm not comparing myself to anyone else on that journey. And this channel is going to continue growing, and you're going to see it, and we're going to continue making tremendous growth, and we're going to take off, right? Then you're going to look back at this video. Someone's going to look back at this video and see the beginning. Someone's going to see the early parts of my journey, how I'm explaining to you that you can be anything you want in this life, right? There's no limitations. There's nothing, right? There's nothing that's holding you back. The only limitations are the limitations you place on yourself. So be confident in yourself, be confident in your abilities, be confident in what you can bring, because you are worthy. You are more than enough, right? You can be anything you want in this life. And I don't say that lightly. I say that because it is absolutely factually true, because you could be, do, or have anything. So why not step into that right now? Why not choose to live the life the way you want it to be, right? You have the power to do that. So that wraps up the video. Enjoy the video. Do leave a like and subscribe as we're on the road to 1 million subscribers, guys. So once again, it's Show Up, and I'm out. I'll see you guys for the next video.